Hey, yo, what's good, everybody? Yo, let me just say this. There's certain aspects of like what we're trying to do to get to the next level, to be successful, that really we miss out on to such a great extent, simply because we really we haven't fully accepted who we are supposed to be, who God has made us to be, and we've become uncomfortable with being ourselves. And I say that in a very real way because, again, I'm telling y'all, Coach Vaughn is back, man. Like, Coach Vaughn is back with a vengeance. I have held back what I probably should be doing, could have been doing. I've been over analyzing. I've been questioning, trying to find the answer over here, trying to find the answer over there. And so many people have repeatedly told me and poured into me that, yo, Vaughn, the answer is already in you, right? And I, I'm not interested in necessarily saying that something like that in kind of like a overly motivational kind of way. No, I'm in the best way that I can. I'm trying to convey that in a way that's just honest and true and relevant and practical. You know, we try to do so much going outside of our own story, outside of our own circumstances to figure out what our moves are going to be. Instead of saying, yo, take care of the moves in front of you. That doesn't mean, don't try to do more, right? But look at the moves that are in front of you and figure out how to leverage what's in front of you to get to where it is that you're going, as opposed to trying to supernaturally transplant, put yourself elsewhere in a different context. No, as a human being, we are in contexts already, and to some extent we have to accept that. And it's when we don't accept that you know, like we start striving for a bunch of things that sometimes, or striving in ways that don't always make the best sense for who we are and where we currently are in our lives. And so I bring all of that up to say, and so let me make this real, right? In a real way, I thought that this brand that I'm trying to build Average's Failure as an apparel brand, right? Everybody who's seen my ideas be like, yo, that's dope. Like, well, where can I get that? Where can I get that? Where can I get that? But for some reason, when I'm wearing my stuff and people are asking me about it, I'm not bringing this up. Like, literally, I'm in random places where I do not know anybody, and people are asking me or my wife or somebody else who's worn my stuff about it. And the challenge for me has been, if if so many people like it, why am I not getting sales? Right? Why doesn't it seem like anybody's making purchases? And so another thing that I just one of the things that I was doing, let me just put it this way, is that I was trying to disconnect myself from the brand. And one of the reasons why I was doing that is because I was looking at what everybody else is doing out there. I'm looking at Nike, I'm looking at other brands where I'm like, yo, the brand seems to stand on its own 2 feet and doesn't necessarily need, the founder of the brand to their face doesn't have to be synonymous with the brand. And so I wanted to try to do something at that scale, at that level. And truthfully, I'm gonna be honest, it didn't work. And constantly, as I've talked with other people and introduced them to the brand, they're like, yo, you gotta be out there. They're like, yo, you're not selling shirts. you're selling the message. They're like, yo, you're selling you. Right? Literally, this just was happening to me over the past couple of months, like a couple of times. And the danger in why this is dangerous is a bunch of people had already been telling me this, but I've been slow to act on it. Right? And I have to ask myself that question, like, yo, Vaughn, why were you so slow to act on it? Your wife, Nicole, has told you this. Other people have told you this. And I think that what it is that I wanted so much to be like how other people have done it that I didn't want to have to share my story. I didn't want to have to be as vulnerable as it really would require. I didn't want the brand to have to be synonymous with my story. But the reality is that it is. And as I've told people what the brand stands for, you know, more and more people are like, yo, we gotta hear that. You know what I'm saying? And so to some extent it's scary, not scary, but it's almost frustrating for me in a sense too, because I'm like, yo, that means that for this brand to be what it really is supposed to be, that also means that Coach Vaughn gotta come back. You see what I'm saying? And I was through with the Coach Vaughn thing, right? You know, I'm not trying to necessarily be out here speaking or what have you. I'm not trying to position myself as a motivational speaker or as a you know, a guru in any way, shape, or form. And yet people are like, yo, man, this stuff is dope, but we gotta hear the story behind this stuff. And so Coach Vaughn is back. You know, and we gonna make it do, but it's not gonna be the same. It's probably not gonna be like, you know, I'm not gonna be trying to be the guru or anything like that. It's just really gonna be sharing what, you know, in my heart of hearts, I feel like what matters to me, the discussions that matter to me, you know, and it's just going to be my own thoughts from my own experiences and me sharing that journey with you and helping you to hopefully it's helpful to somebody to learn what I've been learning in the way that I've been learning it. You know, it's not going to be, as much as I love high level academic stuff, it's not going to be highly researched stuff because I'm not a researcher. You know, shout out to Chris M. Din and people on that level who got their PhDs and stuff like that, whose work I love and whose work I've tried to model and incorporate into what I do. But that's not me. Let me keep it 100. It's not that I wish it couldn't be me, right? I do wish that I had the opportunity to go to that level of deepness and to share, you know, qualitative and quantitative metrics and all that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying, to prove my point. But I gotta operate from where God has positioned me to operate. And so I'm gonna try to do my best to be faithful to that. And I pray that it's a blessing to you all. I pray that it's a blessing to myself as well. So stay tuned. I'm gonna drop some more. Hopefully even this was just helpful to you in knowing like, yo, you too, like figure out where you are and how to operate from where you are and not try to be somewhere else operating from what you hope to be. But there's so much brilliance and value already that you can bring to the my bad already in what you can bring to the table. Start there. Coach Vaughn is back. Average is failure. State of the dream. What's the cost of your dream? Peace.